完了完了 ，BBQ 了，真的 BBQ 了，真的完蛋了，怎么会这样？怎么变这样？真的。
Hi everyone, welcome back to this weekly market update. Nothing surprise, just want to play the song barbecue le. So, I mean, for people who are Chinese, Mandarin, understand Mandarin, basically it's saying that, oh gosh, that's it. We got burnt last Friday. So we can see from this heat map, last Friday is a bloodbath. All right, after what Powell has comment during the meeting itself. He's going for tough fight on the inflations. All right, that means that he's going to rate hike more aggressively. What do I mean by more aggressively? It can be remain at 75 basis point, but there will be no event of he's going to relax this rate hike. Basically, subsequently following few months, he's going to rate hike again and again. All right, so a lot of people on last Friday during this Jackson Hole meeting, they might say it's a alphabet S followed by a whole meeting, all right? Because it actually caused the market to drop 1,000 points on last Friday itself. So I think that is the limelight. All right, we don't have to go into individual stocks because if let's say the major index is dropping, most of the counter actually is red, right? It's red. You can see that even for energy counter is showing green, but this is the weekly heat map. All right, it's the weekly heat chart. It's not day. If I change it to a day, just on last Friday itself, it's really a bloodbath. As you can see, all right, it's really a bloodbath. All right, so but the thing is that if let's say you have been watching my video, I did give everyone a heads up what is happening on the major indexes, such as from the US side, from the Australia side, from the FTSE side. I can tell you guys that we are actually at the all-time high. You guys to have monitor and reduce your position or even put a tight stop loss. Alright, so I mean, I tried my best to help you guys. If you guys have been listening, all right, just a 10 or 15 minute, it should save you a lot, like what happened on last Friday itself. So the market tumbled badly, 4.2%. It's a second week decline, but this decline on last week is really a painful one because it just wiped out most of the gain over the few weeks. All right, as you can see. So don't need to blabber so much. Basically, Powell trying to warn that some pains ahead as Fed. The main intention is to bring down their inflations. All right, so nothing much special. But the thing is that for the coming week, please take note. All right, so what is happening is that we know what's happened last Friday. Interest rate is going to rate hike because that is their main intentions. But coming week is also a strong economy week's data release. Non-farm payrolls, jobless claim, is always the first week of the month itself, right? This data is important, but like I say, right, what Powell comment, he said that be it they will not change their stance even though there's 1 or 2 months good data coming in. Alright, showing that there is good data, the economy is going to relax anything. Oh, so you might think that they will reduce their rate hike. No way. But this is what he commented, right? Previously, he commented there won't be so much rate hike, but he also went for rate hike. So, I mean, the thing is that next week data might not be that crucial because this event on last Friday might not ease that fast. All right. So what do I mean? Later we look at the chart. We will see, tell you more about it. But last week, I think if without this comment or this meeting on Powell, the shares that we should pay attention is the Chinese ADR shares because I think they have a deal. All right, Washington and Beijing come to the reach an agreement on the auditor side. All right, so it's a first step in process that could prevent 200 Chinese companies from being delisted from the US exchange. This is like a good news. That's why most of the counter, especially like Baba, Ping Tuo Tuo, they actually spiked up on last week. But Friday itself, it actually covered the gaps. Cover the gaps because of the Powell comments. Go up because of the agreement. Alright, so that is what happening on last week. So let's go to the chart and see what we have seen last week and things to review for this coming week. Like I said, I might not go into individual counter this week again. Mainly it's because most of the index is dropping. Unless you want to short, definitely I will bring up one or two counter later. Otherwise, let's see what's happening on the index itself. So this is the day chart of Dow Jones. Can you see I point a small arrow last week? I did expect that it will drop to 32,000 that fast, 32,300. All right. Was talking to my colleague. I think that 32,500 is the maximum that I said it will reach because it's the 38.2 Fibonacci support point. So last week you can see this is ascending. All right. I wrote last week. Can you see that next support is 33,300 or 33,000 around figure. But of course, I mean there is some chit chat amongst friends, among colleagues, right? I did even post. I view that if let's say it break below 33,000, where can we see? It's at 33,000, 32,500 because it got well resisted at this 33,300 when there's a pullback. All right, when there's a pullback. So basically, the first point I say is here we got resisted. All right, 34,000, followed by drop, pullback, the second resistance, and then it drop. So if you go to hourly or 4 hour, by right, this point is a very crucial point if you catch it. All right, let's take a look. Can you see that? Gap. You might not see gap lah. I mean, it's depend on your platform itself. So it actually drop, resisted, come down. All right, so this is a very crucial point. If you catch here, congratulations to you. All right, well shot, well protected. All right, so like I say, this is what happened. So for next coming week, where are we looking? I believe, yes, you may see some technical hourly. I'm not mentioning about day. This is day chart. Hourly rebound before it come down again. Oh, sorry guys, the wrong tools. All right, we may see some hourly rebound before the next down. Like I said last week, comment may not ease that fast. All right, may not ease that fast. Where are we heading to? Firstly, 32,000. Okay, 32,000. Once it break, then we will see the next level, 23.6%. All right, don't be too optimistic in the market. They are going to bring up the rate. It will cause the equity to come down. All right, so next, but but if you see a rebound, right, not to surprise, rebound due to two reason. People are trying to go quick in, quick out, earn some quick profit, or people who long the market here, they are trying to cut. All right, they are trying to cut. Understand? They are trying to cut. Okay, so let's take a look. Let's go to the next index, which I mentioned previously, Australia 200. Right, so this is what I mentioned last week. Supported 6,000, support at 6,900. That's the first point, right? I mentioned. Okay, so let's take a look. I think it's really chart. Okay, so this is what I draw, right? First gap 6,900, resistance at 7,150, coincide with 200-day moving average. So let's see at the day chart. Can we see that? We are very near. We are very near. We are being resisted by here, 200-day moving average. So if you watched my video last week, I did mention most of the counter of the shares out there is being resisted by either 100 days or 200 days moving average. You can look back at my Facebook page. I even write in the Facebook page itself. All right, so I mean, I try my way to warn you. All right, I try my way to warn you. Hopefully, you guys are not being caught off guard by this downturn on last Friday itself. So where are we heading? We are still looking the same 6,009. All right, because this is Australia, not that heavily impact on what Powell said, but it somehow still pulled out the market. All right, because the big brother fall down, right? Fall sick. So next is actually a FTSE. I'm kind of forget where I saved. Just give it a try. Not this. Give me a second. I think I draw somewhere FTSE. Maybe it's here. Okay, so this is what I say, right? I didn't write go up. We are actually near the resistance level. Can you see that previously? Okay, so if let's say you dare to take the risk reward, you actually give some shorting and then you put some stop loss here, you are well protected with a good profit. So where are we looking at? I don't see it will suddenly come up. I think most likely the next week we will be looking for more head down. All right, something similar over here. Okay, so something similar this side will just copy paste. All right, so trading the range, as you can see, within the range itself. Okay, so this is what we're looking at for C as well. Next counter, we are looking into Bitcoin. All right, so for Bitcoin, right, we know if the market is not doing well, you don't think too much on this kind of alternative asset. All right, don't think too much of this kind of alternative asset, like I say. So we touched on the support again, 20,000. So I don't think 20,000 is going to hold there. Maybe we may see new low coming up, maybe 18,000 below. All right, we might see new low. So be aware, 20,000 break below is not really a good sign for Bitcoin, and goes to those who are long on Coinbase. Right, those long on Coinbase, just watch out, everything turn bearish. All right, next, I mentioned before Nvidia. All right, Nvidia, can you see that we are actually resisted by the 100-day moving average, which I mentioned last week? Okay, so this is the 100-day moving average. Hopefully, you guys didn't have the courage to try to break above with this market sentiment. All right, next few things. Basically, we can see on the Chinese shares, Baba. Correct? Like I said, this is the news. So, but the thing is that even though it gap up, it cover, I can see that it just covered the gap. All right, there's one more minor gap. This is for Baba. So I'm not sure what is the condition right now or the market sentiments, but I can say that there is a good support at $80. But however, if the market continue to drop, it might not be that favor to the Chinese market, even though with the deal. But for Chinese market, they have been dropping crazily over the months, over the start of the years. So the fund house or people who try to go into it, right, maybe more aggressively try to buy up, all right, because they say that good news coming up, these all good stocks counter, growth counter, they might be favored into it. One of the counter which I'm looking at last week, which I take some position as well, is actually on Pink Toto. All right, so with high good volume, good chart, we can see that Pink Toto is actually doing quite well itself. That's what I feel like because I got profited from here. I didn't manage to share it because this is more on the inner circles. All right. So one last thing just to watch out for before I end the video is actually on Go. So Go is no longer that risk haven after all. It's no longer that risk haven after all. So where are we looking at? Why? Because USD went up, right? When rate hike is coming up, USD go up, go inverse correlationship. So our first support is still at the pivot point 1670. All right, watch out, break below the 23.6%, break below the 1760 support. Right now, our next level is 1670. All right, so that's all for this week Weekly Market Update. Hopefully, you guys enjoy. Stay safe. If you dare not go into the market, either you trade small, nimble a bit, or just stay away, or go with the flow, short with the market. All right, that's all. Bye bye. Enjoy your weekend.